we're going to take down the track. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, no, don't take it down. But honestly, I have lost the edge of making these videos. I mean, when I did the races, it's a lot of fun. We definitely had some great races, great contenders. People sent in some awesome stuff. But at the same time, those were like my worst performing videos. And it is very hard to stay motivated in making such videos like this. So what I'm going to probably do, I ended up talking with Chris over at Fiercely Collecting, is I'm going to take this all down. This is taking up a lot of space. Yes, we used it for the display, for new pieces, and then the jammers are stored on the other side. I don't think you guys really see this side too often. This is where all of my jammers are stored. I don't know what I'm going to do with this space or what I'm going to utilize this for, but I think, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, so like I had mentioned a few times, we got some stuff over the last 2 weeks and I haven't showcased them. We had some mail calls, we had some other videos we had to do, but we do have some goodies. You can see right here, we got a huge RC GT500 that we found at Ross. But this one right here, guys, we finally got it in the collection, the 2025 Mustang GTD from the 143 scale of Hot Wheels. This is definitely a huge win. And of course, got to give my thanks to Austin for letting me know this was at Target. So our Target's going through a huge refresh. So our aisle is basically empty. There's nothing been on the pegs, but this one has definitely been in there. And of course, Adrian over at Big A's Diecast sent me a picture of this. Look at that. Gosh, I got to get my hands on that bad boy. But yes, finally got this one. We have to, you guys already know, we got to log this. And we are going to use the Diecast app to go ahead and do this along with other ones. So as we go, we will add these into the collection, but we'll do that towards the end. But super stoked for this one. I mean, the detail on this is amazing. If you guys haven't opened these up and looked at them, they are really good. Beautiful color, of course, in this maroon, but so excited to get this off of my checklist. So we don't have room currently with this setup, and that was like the whole driving factor of getting rid of this is I need a mail call table because you guys already have pointed out many times this is not enough space. This, I think I'm just going to designate for loose castings, customs, all that good stuff. This is probably where that's going to be. But in the meantime, this is going to go sitting, I don't know, let's just put it right here for right now. All right, so we also got some goodies, a 5-pack, and I know you guys are wondering, what the heck did he just buy? Yeah, this is a Hot Wheels Action 5-pack, and the only reason why I got it is because I've been sleeping on this one, and I know there's some out there who have been commenting that I need to collect the riveted because it's based off of a Mustang. And you can see it does have the 1969 body lines of the Mustang. A little bit incorporation of some Mopar. It's kind of got a blend like that door right here, kind of little Mopar-ish. But if you look at the overall tooling, it's very fastback. And any research I've done, it says it's highly based off of a Mustang or highly influenced. So I guess I'll start collecting these. So I got to run these down, but you can even see a little bit of the Ferrari F40 designs, kind of like how that wing and of course the rear louvers and all that, but you do have the motor sitting up front. So I literally just bought this for the riveted, and now I got to go down the rabbit hole because if it's considered a Mustang, it belongs in the collection, just like the Pony Up. We got to start looking for the rest of these. So that is why I got this for the collection. We'll go ahead and sit it right here. And then this piece right here, guys, this is an Action Piece 124 Mustang funny car. And this is just, I mean, the detail of this casting is insane. And I got this from Bob 2.5 weeks ago or so. But look at the detail. I mean, even the parachutes have the lines on it and they're very soft. They do just quickly connect on there. But the detail of this motor is gnarly. Hold on, let me see if I can, or carefully lift this thing. because I really want you guys to look at the detail. Look at that. That is just insane for this tooling right here. And you guys know I do have a couple of them, literally just two. We got the SN95 New Edge, and then the SN95 first generation SN95s. And now we have this one. This is probably the best release I've had out of all of these. You got the Castrol GTX high mileage. Of course, it's John Force. All his freaking cars are awesome. But you got the Elvis Presley 35th anniversary, and it is the S197 generation. But the overall detail of this thing is just amazing. But yeah, so got this from Bob. He was like, hey, don't tell anyone I sold you this, because I guess there was a few people interested. But I mean, the detail, look at that. You even have the adjustment rods on the wing. You have everything on there. And of course the wheelie bar, but like I said, there's a little hole right in here. But there you go. It connects just like that. But man, that is an awesome one. So this is a great new piece to the collection. Of course, Bob had $35 into it, so I paid him the $35. At least that way he can get his money back. But he knew that I was going to want this for the collection. And so for right now, we'll just set it there. But that thing is awesome. You guys let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are, if you have any more info on this piece. And what else is out there? I don't know. There's Mustangs freaking everywhere. And that is probably what makes it the easiest to be a focused collector on Mustangs. Because every brand, every scale, size out there imagined has a Mustang of some sort. So definitely keeps me going, keeps me collecting, and of course, just having fun with it. This looks like it's going to pop off. There we go. It is secure now. I was just looking up and it was bothering me. So moving on from this, we have the RC car. We picked this up from Ross for $20. I know it's a big scale 2020 GT500 in this beautiful blue. We will eventually take it out of the box and mount it kind of like how I have the GTDs right here. We have the Ford Performance one with the black and gold from Jada's Pink Slips, and then the Dark Horse. We might have it somewhat like this. Don't know if it's going to go here, maybe, or it might go over here with the GT500s. I don't know yet, but that was a really, really awesome find at Ross this past weekend. So beautiful, beautiful GT500. Like I had mentioned in the previous episode with the police car that Jesse sent, I love RC cars. If it's an RC car Mustang that I don't have and I think it's pretty sweet, I will definitely pick it up and bring it and add it to the collection. Not that I use them, but I just definitely appreciate anything Mustang, memorabilia, diecast, all the good stuff. I just don't wear a lot of shirts with Mustangs on it. That's the one thing I don't do. But yeah, got that. And then, of course, moving on to this side, we got our hands on the 711, which I know, it is a hype casting, but you guys already know I do collect the R35s and, of course, the Skylines. But this is the non-vented rear bumper release. There is a vented version. We only have the non-vented. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. I don't really care for that. Just really wanted to get one in the collection. I bought these two off of my buddy Greg. And then my buddy Austin hooked it up with one. And I traded him one of my first edition Lamborghini Diablos. Pretty much kind of trying to make it even for him. But definitely some cool ones. So I have three. I don't know what I'm going to do with these two. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. These are definitely good. Like I said, we're going to add that to the Diecast app. And then we got this one. This one I had overlooked a few months back. It's the R32 Skyline from the Hot Wheels Color Shifters. And I had left it. I was like, you know what? I don't want it. And then after probably, I'd say, I don't know, maybe a few hours, I was like, man, I should have just grabbed it for the collection. This is another piece that's going to be opened. It goes from this red to black. So very, very nice. Looks like it has the number 68 on the side, along with some, I don't know what kind of graphics those are. But I do like how the red has like a textured, I don't know, almost like a denim look to it. It's very cool. So there you go. From red to black. So that's another one we have to add to our digital collection. And then the final thing we grabbed is this. The Ken Block Ford Mustang, the Hoonigan Mustang. There we go. Look at that, man. This one was probably one of my favorites. You have the really nice velocity stacks coming out the hood. I mean, such an iconic car. And of course, legendary driver right there. Ken Block, rest in peace. Man, such an icon, taken so early. My buddy actually built me a really cool 3D printed stand for this thing, and I can't wait to put it together. I might actually open this up and put it on the stand, and I'll share the picture with you guys. It is awesome how he 3D printed that. So typically I have the other ones like the GT500, we have the Dark Horse, and we have this old 67 right here, or 68 actually, and I've never opened them. I just like having them, not for resale. I just think it's cool to have them still in the package, not losing any bricks. But this right here is an awesome addition. So I got to figure out where and how, almost dropped it, where and how I'm going to display this. But this, man, I've been hunting this down for quite some time, and I just kept missing the drops at our one of two Walmarts. So finally got this one. And the last three cars, you know, we met up with Bob. I know he's done with the Traders Market, but he showed up at the mall and he had some customs that I just had to add to the collection. So let's go ahead and move this box out of the way so you guys can see what we got. All right, here they are. Look at this, guys. Some awesome work yet again by Bob. We got this beautiful custom Supra right here. If you guys remember, the other one we got from him was this orange one with these wild wheels, but of course that polished gold color, or orange gold. But he did the target top with the silver wing, and he did another target top, but with a black. Look at that. Now, he did say that he used nail polish for this. So this is nail polish that he thins out, puts it in his airbrush gun, and just goes to town. This thing is just gorgeous. Look at the way that orange just hits. Beautiful work on this, and I know you guys are already eyeballing that one, the Ferrari SF90. Look at this. Beautiful color. The camera does not do it justice. It looks more blue on screen, but in person it is a teal. Man, I really wish you guys can see what it looks like. Let me see. Not like the case is going to do anything different, but I don't know. Maybe light does weird things sometimes. Let's see if I use like a different light angle or something. No. But still a beautiful finish on this. Like I said, I'll post a picture of what it looks like outside of this camera screen, and you'll see the difference. Let's go ahead and do it like this. So I'll put the side by side. I'll do the side by side of this shot. But man, this is such a beauty. He did a really good job on this one. And of course, the SF90 just has some really nice lines to it. The color looks cool on screen, but in person, this green, it's actually green, not blue, is just, man, very, very awesome. So they got that one, and then the final one is another Ferrari. Now this one, he did not paint, he just wheel swapped and detailed the motor. So this one is the factory or mainline black, and then he just did motor details, the wheel swap, and that's pretty much it. And I was just like, dude, that looks so good. Looks really good. So now we have a few of his customs. We have them right here. We got this gorgeous blue, beautiful, I don't know, fuchsia. We got the red. And then one of my favorites, because I just love the wheels he put on there, is that one. So we have another Ferrari F40 for the collection. And then, of course, the Supra, we'll have to tie those together and put them in a separate area. But man, I gotta love his customs and wheel swaps. Even if it's just a mainline that is detailed, it goes a very, very long way. So these are the three cars that we added to the collection, courtesy of Bob, of course. And yeah, so there is that. And like I said, we got the GT500 RC car. We got the Action Racing John Force, along with, of course, the 711 R35s. Got the R32 in the house. We got this 5-pack for the Riveted, aka Mustang, I guess. We got this bad boy that we got to put together at some point. Don't know when that's going to be. And I don't even know where the heck to put this. And of course, the GTD 143 scale from Hot Wheels. Gotta love it. All right, there we go. See, this is why we need a newer, bigger table. This is what we are adding to the collection. Like I said, a lot of great things. At least this one is majority Mustang. And I know you guys are like, oh man, hopefully he's not falling off that train again and going off to side collections. I'm not, but when I don't find Mustangs, of course, there are other cars I do like collecting. We will add those to the collection. But before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and scan these into the Diecast app. Yeah, super quick, super easy. Let's get it. All right, so we have to open up the app. And it's super easy, guys. I've already started building my garage. I have 766 Mustangs added so far. I haven't even gone through all my years. I have my wish list here, but I can go to the plus. Let's go ahead and just search this. You have to search it by the actual name of the car. So 2025 Ford, can't even spell, Ford Mustang. Jeez, I can't spell today. Mustang GTD. GRS, what the heck? GTD. And there it is right here. We click on it and we can say, yep, it's the premium 143. And we are going to add it to the garage. And we'll go back. Let's do the quick photo. And let's see, we'll scan this one. Tap the screen. We'll analyze it. And it should pop up. There we go. Oh, it's in the garage already. There you go. So I did that one already. Let's do this one. This one's new. Just tap it. It should load as the color shifter. Can't recognize this car. All right, so we might have to actually manually do this. So Nissan Skyline GTR R32. And oh, there it is right there. First one to pop up. And we will add that to the garage. And now we're good. So another cool thing, I've mentioned it on the use of the app, is you can connect with all of these collectors. Like, that's pretty sweet. Gonna follow him. I'm just gonna go ahead and follow all of the collectors. You can comment, you can like, you can even now add a GIF. So we will just go ahead and do that. Like, let's search, sweet. Yes, we'll do that. And we commented. So very cool, very functional app. If you guys want to check it out, definitely download and use my code MHD164 for 25 additional snaps. Because typically when you do this photo mode, you get 25 a month and you get extra if you use my code. So there we go. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. It's a mess right now. We got to clean it up and do some organizing. But like I said, guys, be sure to stay on top of everything, and hopefully you guys find some goodies and add them to your collection. Add them to the Diecast app. That way you can have it in your pocket as a quick reference. And when collectors ask, hey, what do you have in your collection? Just share your link, and then they can see what you have and what your wish list is. Maybe they can help you find what you're looking for. So outside of that, guys, I have nothing else for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below your thoughts on what we added. Of course, I'm waiting for the feedback of Bob's Customs, but happy hunting. And of course, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned for all of our future episodes, including the destruction of this track. I know you guys don't want to miss out on that. So until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.